Hey y'all, it's Kalia Monique. My first name's Kalia, my middle name's Monique. It's Kalia Monique. I am so excited for today's video because this is the Q&A marking my very first milestone here on this channel, and that is reaching 100 subscribers. Oh my god, thank you so much, you guys. That blows my mind. Getting closer to like 150 right now, so again, my mind is blown. Thank you so much. I believe this is the very first video where I'll actually mention it. For the other videos, I either forgot or it was like pre-filmed, so I hadn't reached the milestone yet, and yet here we are. I have 100 subscribers, or I think like 130 now, and the comments under the videos bring me so much happiness and joy. I am so happy that I get to express my like creative side and my love for books and just all the other things that I love so much, and people actually like it and are responding very well to it. So thank you so much. Just thank you. Let's go ahead and get into this Q&A. First of all, I also want to just thank everyone who submitted a question for this Q&A. I appreciate you all so much. Just, yeah. It is so hard for me to like ask people for anything. So even like asking a question on my Instagram for you all to ask me questions made me super nervous. And then when I wasn't receiving very many questions and was afraid that this video was going to be super short, like the Citadel really pulled through and just, yeah, swarmed my page. So thank you so much. I appreciate you all with my whole heart, and I can never ever thank you guys enough, because you've also just helped me so much with my confidence to have this community that supports me so much and has just always there for me. Like, my confidence has actually also grown with that. So, you know, y'all, this channel could not have existed without an amazing community like you all. And so, yeah, I did want to just highlight that as well. Oh my goodness, my necklace. I just realized my necklace was in my top. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into these questions, shall we? So the first question is, what's the best book quote you've read this year so far? Oh, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know. Damn it, those two are both such great quotes. Oh my god. Oh my god, this shouldn't be this hard. Okay, I can't pick. So I'm gonna do the top two. I want this to be like as little as a spoiler as possible, because the quote itself isn't a spoiler, but the setting kind of is. This quote comes from towards the end of Yolk, where one of the main characters is in a room surrounded by people going through the same mental health concerns and same situations as them. And they thought this. So, no one looks like they're in enough pain. No one looks like how I feel. No one looks like they do the things I do. And like I have mentioned before, Yolk really came at like a very vital time in my life. It was that was just such a great situation for me to be like, that's exactly how I feel. I had a lot of friends that were also going through mental health concerns around that time, and around the time that I was going through my mental health concerns, and yet I still felt so alone. And I kind of wanted to be alone, but also really didn't want to, because I knew I was on a dangerous path. And yeah, just to read this of like, you can literally be in a room full of people behaving the same way you are, expressing their mental health in the same negative and harmful way as you, and still feel like you're the only one going through it. Like, pain is internal. Even when you have like a physical cut or something, you're feeling the pain inside. You're not really feeling external pain. And so it was a good moment for me to like reflect on that. I was like, you have no clue what people around you are going through. So even when you are feeling alone and really going through it, there can be someone going through a very similar situation, and they could be like right next to you. So yeah, it kind of provided me community in my sadness in like the best way. The next quote is from Felix Ever After by Kason Calendar, and this quote just, okay, yep. So honestly, I don't even remember. No, I do remember the exact scene this was shouted out on, but it doesn't even need background to explain it, so I'm gonna just say the quote because yes, okay? Just yes. I'm not flaunting anything, I'm existing. This is me. I can't hide myself, I can't disappear, and even if I could, I don't fucking want to. I have the same right to be here, I have the same right to exist, and just, yes. Okay, yes, just yes, yes, yes. For every person who has ever felt like they were excluded from a space, from every person that has been marginalized in their life or had gone through hardships and have been pushed out, who have been limited and told to dim your light, like, I'm sure we could all feel that. And it was just so beautiful to read it coming from a trans youth's voice. Like, I just, wow. Next question. What is your favorite book? Shout out to my mom because she sent this question. Also, thank you, Mom, for listening to me and not watching my videos, even though you're subscribed. I appreciate it. But I say that because if you have seen any of my videos, you of course know that my number one book, my absolute favorite book, is Ace of Spades by Farida Ibike Iyemide. Love this book. Love, love, love this book. I have a book talk where I discuss this book, and so I will have that up in the cards and linked down below. Just, honestly, there are a lot of my favorite quotes in this book, and I don't actually have them noted in Notion because they just all, there was just too many. There was too many amazing quotes. And the next question I have here is, where do you see yourself in your channel a year from now? Thanks, sis. This one actually was so this one was sent to me by my sister. I even called her and asked her to ask me a question, and she was like, "Oh my goodness, the pressure you just put under me. What the heck, sis?" Okay, where do I see myself in a year? And where do I see my channel? Okay, so with myself, outside of my channel, I do want to eventually go to law school. And I thought that I was going to take a year off and head back to school. And honestly, school exhausted me. But I'm also doing a lot of community work right now that I kind of don't want to hold back from. And so I thought I was going to take a year off after a few months, start studying for law school and everything. But after realizing how much fatigue I was going through after graduating undergrad, and also starting starting one of the jobs that I'm currently working at, so now working in two jobs, I realized that it just isn't a good time to start studying yet. So I think I'm going to start studying for law school at the top of next year. Hopefully in the following year I can then go to law school. So hopefully in a year from now I will still be studying for law school, probably on my way to taking the LSAT. I currently work for two nonprofits. I really enjoy working with people and working within communities. So it's just, yeah, it's a great time. I want to continue that work. And then also for this channel, I am definitely the type of person that wants to work in the things that I love. I do hope to just grow this community and work towards monetizing it, and yeah, having this be a way that I can pursue income. Also, I don't know if this is my goal for a year. Very intense, but I'm gonna just speak it out in the universe. Okay, I'm gonna just speak it out into existence. I have a journalism degree and I minored in criminal justice, and right now I feel like I'm doing a very good job of being a part of both of those. This is a great way for me to express my journalism major and everything, while also working within my community has actually been very helpful in continuing with my work when it came to my minor of criminal justice. But that being said, I would love for one day to interview authors and hear their stories. I love speaking with people and hearing their stories. Clearly, I like stories. Hello. I love books because of the stories that they tell. And so I find humans just so interesting and so intriguing. And you learn so much from every person you meet. And yeah, I would love to interview authors at some point. It sounds like a dream, honestly. By a year, I do want to be doing at least bi-weekly sprints. Yeah, I want to do some sprints on my channel. I am interested in that. I've been thinking about it lately. But I don't know if now is a good time. I don't know. But yeah, I think starting off with like monthly or bi-weekly reading sprints on this channel will be super cool and amazing. I have been thinking about starting that up soon. Maybe I will start doing sprints soon. So, comment down below if you would be interested in me doing some reading sprints. Very chill, calming reading sprints. I was thinking it'd be nice to have them on like a Monday, because I know personally for me, Mondays and Fridays tend to be like the days I'm honestly like doing the most, or like I got the most things going on, and I just need that moment of de-stressing. And so I think that'd be cool to like have us all de-stress together as we go through some like productivity sprints. But yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in that down below in the comments, and maybe I will host some. What books do you wish you could have never read, with the devil emoji? Great. I think we all know, and if you don't know, Normal People. I hate that book. Every time I see it, I cringe. Like, and my rating for it goes down every time I hear somebody speaking about it. Even when they're raving about the book, my rating goes down. I can't stand that book. I'm done. I'm done talking about it. It makes me angry every time. Okay. Like, it's a physical reaction. So yeah, Normal People. Hated it. It happened one summer. I did not need that in my life. Probably those two. It'd probably just be those two. Like I said, I tend to enjoy the books that I read. Very fortunate in that reading experience. It's not very often that I hate a book. What is your favorite thing about being a Libra? So yeah, if you don't know, I am a Libra. I am an October Libra. My birthday is October 13th. I am already excited about it. I'm already excited that it's coming up. But yeah, I'm a Libra. What are my favorite things about being a Libra? All of it. I don't know. Libras are kind of known as like seeking balance in the world and being kind. I know a lot of people will say like a Libra is fake. I don't know about that. I actually am a kind person. I also feel, and I don't know if this is because I'm a Libra, but I do know that one piece of me always like wanting to seek balance and to be neutral in things is that I find it very easy to look at things from another person's perspective, or at least I definitely try to. So for instance, if I'm ever in an argument, or if other people are in arguments, I often try to look at the other side of things, or try to see the other person's perspective. And now if I'm in the argument, I'm probably not trying to think of the other person's perspective in that moment, because I'm going through some like intense emotions. But I do like when I think about my dynamic with my siblings, it's as though I like know them. Like, I know what they're thinking when we are in arguments, or if they're like in an argument with each other. I know what they're thinking, and I feel like it helps me to be a bit more neutral, or to at least seek a way of amending things. And yeah, just going back to that balance of us being our natural, normal selves, of like loving each other and being around each other all the time. I am very good at stepping back and observing, which allows me to see other people's perspectives a lot easier. And I think that that's just like a way of being a Libra, and of always seeking balance, of always trying to have that ease in life. Because when things aren't in order and are like kind of unbalanced is when I start to feel insecure, and I want to get out of that space as soon as possible. And so yeah, I like the balance part of things. What's your least favorite part of being a Libra? The indecisiveness. I hate it. I hate it so much, and I swear I am trying, but I'm still so bad at it. Literally, just a few minutes ago, I couldn't decide what was my favorite quote in the books that I've read. Like, I'm so indecisive, and it's so annoying, especially because it's like not everybody is indecisive. Like, those people who can just like make a decision, I am so envious of you. How do you not get scared that you're gonna like make the wrong choice? Also, I like another reason that I just hate being indecisive is that I know it like frustrates people who are close to me that I can't make a decision, and I am sorry to them, but honestly, them being upset at me for not being able to make a decision just makes my emotions go even higher. Like I get even more nervous, and the decision is even less likely to happen. So definitely my indecisiveness is something that I absolutely cannot stand about being a Libra. I just want everyone to be happy, and if I make the wrong decision, then not everybody's going to be happy. So what is something I enjoy doing besides reading? I really like playing games on my Switch. I am definitely more of like a casual gamer, you're loud. More of a casual gamer, more of like cozy games type of person, because I definitely use video games to de-stress, and not really like use my mind. So that is great. I love this baby so much. My Switch actually was my birthday present to myself last year. So yeah, definitely love playing video games on my Switch. Spending time with my family means the absolute world to me. Getting to like FaceTime with my nephews or spending time with my niece. Though my family will literally just like hang out together. And my siblings and my mother are so funny. So definitely anytime I get to have some quality family time, I really enjoy. I do love writing. I haven't actually written anything in a while because my life is kind of hectic right now, but I thoroughly enjoy writing. I was a journalism major in undergrad, so yeah, I love writing and I love storytelling. Clearly, we're easing into books. Let's come back. I love like exploring the city. I also love watching movies. I need to watch some more movies. Another question is any fun future video ideas? And yeah, I do have some ideas coming up. I do have actually 2 series coming up that I will be announcing in an upcoming video. The video isn't those 2 series, or like those 2 series won't be premiering for a while. But I will be announcing them in a video that will be coming up next week, I believe. Yeah. And hopefully by this time next week, you guys will already know what those 2 video ideas are. They're both companion series to something I've already started on my channel. So if you can guess what they are down below, you get points from me. Also, if you can guess the exact name of these series, then you get extra points. I've actually mentioned them in my description of the video that they are related to. So no, do not go. Don't try to go to that video and try to read what they are in the description. I've had the idea for for this series for as long as I had the idea for that series. You guys can definitely expect more like themed vlogs. They make me so happy. To like actually have a goal with what I'm doing feels great. But yeah, I definitely want to do more themed vlogs. If you have any ideas for this channel, I would love to hear them, because yeah, I definitely have some great things coming and I'm very excited because I love these. I especially liked like themed vlogs because I get to like act out a bit more. Like I can like put on a character a little bit. And so yeah, I'm excited. It'll be a fun time. The next question is, did you play any sports growing up? What do you mean by growing up? How far back do you want me to go? I did learn how to play tennis when I was very young. I learned when I think I was like 7 years old. Young enough for them to use balloons instead of tennis balls. Maybe even 6. I just know that I learned tennis because my sisters were playing tennis in high school. And so my mom just put me in whatever they were doing. So I know that they were in high school at the time, which means that they might have been like 15, 16, 17. Since I can remember it, I'm going to say I was either like 6 or 7 when I started taking my tennis lessons. In middle school, I was on track and field, but I had a negative experience with like, honestly, more than just one coach. So I was like, I don't want to run. Running's not that great. I don't want to do this anymore. And so I stopped track and field because yeah, One coach was the one that like said something about my natural hair and made me feel uncomfortable. So I was like, that doesn't feel like a safe environment. And then another coach, like he was like an assistant of an assistant of an assistant coach, and he was just a mess. He was so rude and annoying, and everybody was like, he's so cool, he's so great, all because he was young and like cool to them. But I guess I wasn't cool enough for him because yeah, he was rude. And then in high school I did cheer, and yeah, that is all the sports that I did. Yeah. Birthday plans, I don't have any actually. I really love my birthday, but I suck at planning things for myself. I feel like I would much prefer just like a surprise party for my birthday, because then I don't have to plan anything. I don't have to do anything. I just could just show up, and that'd be great. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do for my birthday. I don't know if I'm going to do anything for my birthday, if I'm being honest. I know I love my birthday and it's a great time, but we will see. But yeah, I definitely don't have any birthday plans. Oh, Hanani. Hanani. I'm about to cry. You're so sweet. Thank you. I love you too. You're literally sunshine as a person, but thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Hanani is literally the sun in human form. So, the other question is, what do I use to edit my videos and thumbnails? I use iMovie to edit my videos, and then for my thumbnails, I use a bunch of different apps. Okay, so to create my thumbnails, I will wait for the video to completely export onto my drive, and then I will go rewatch the video, kind of like speeding through it, trying to see some of the times that I am the most expressive, because one thing about this face, it tells a lot. Okay, I'm a very expressive person, and so I try to find as many moments of that as I can. I usually find like 3 to, I think at most I'll have like 5 photos from that, and probably won't use all of them. I will then import them onto Lightroom, which is an Adobe software. From Lightroom, I do have 2 presets that I've made myself, and they're Pretty in Pink and then Pretty in Pink 2, which have which focus more on like a pink, orange, and like purplish tone to them. And Pretty in Pink, it is just has more contrast to it, and then Pretty in Pink 2 is a bit lighter in itself, so not that y'all really care, but I do apply that preset to all the photos, adjust where necessary, because depending on lighting and everything, the presets don't exactly match all the time. Once the preset has been applied to all of those images, I will then export those again and then import them onto Canva. I have Canva Pro. Again, I don't remember why I bought it, because I did buy that before I started this channel, and the only reason I have kept it is because I have this channel, so my money is going to good use right now. And then yeah, just lay the pictures out on a blank template. But I'm definitely still testing out thumbnails. I got to a place that I'm happy now, but I definitely want to keep growing in my thumbnail process. I want to get more comfortable with Photoshop. What do I film with? I film with my phone, just my normal iPhone. One day, hopefully, I will be able to purchase a camera, and then I will film on that, because yeah, I'm about sick of my phone being like, storage is full. I can't tell you guys how many times I've started a video and it has ended because I didn't have enough storage. Even though I did have enough storage, Apple just wanted to update, and while you're waiting for an update, Apple is taking up storage. Yep. I don't. It's a very annoying part of this. So I definitely want to get a camera one day. The book you're looking forward to reading most on your TBR right now, I think, is Pan's Labyrinth by Guillermo del Toro and Cornelia Funke, because I just watched the movie. And I watched the movie so that I could read the book. And now, after watching that movie, I am amazed and really want to read this book. So, yeah. I would say right now, I'm definitely in the Pan's Labyrinth mood. What's a book I'm scared to read because of the hype? Definitely the 3 books that I'm the most afraid to get to. Or actually more than 3 books, but 3 series, I guess, I'm afraid to get to. These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. A lot of people love this book. Some people are kind of iffy about the book. I don't know. I'm scared. All I know is I am scared. Because first of all, it's a Romeo and Juliet retelling. But also, I think I've heard that it doesn't lean too heavily on that part. I don't know. All I know is that I'm scared because a lot of people love it. And what if I don't? But I guess we'll find out because I'm reading it in October. Also, The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I'm scared to get to this because of the hype, but also because of the subject matter that it discusses in this book. Getting to this trilogy definitely makes me nervous. But also, The City of Brass. I don't know if you guys have noticed by the fact that I didn't read this last month and I was supposed to. But yeah, I'm scared to read this trilogy because one, I really want to read it. Like, I have wanted to read it for over a year now, and it just keeps getting pushed back in me wanting to read it because I'm scared to actually start it. But yeah. Oh, and sorry, I forgot to mention, but The City of Brass is by S.A. Chakraborty. What's a book you wish had more hype? One book that I do wish had more hype surrounding it is The Other Black Girl by Zakiya, Dalila. I just realized I've been saying this woman's name wrong, and I am so sorry. But, like I was saying, one book that I really wish had more coverage and more people talking about it is The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Dalila Harris. In my wrap-up, and honestly in the vlog that I posted before this video, I was talking about how much I love this book because of how just, like, unapologetically black it was. How strongly it communicated the play and communicated kind of in the way of being a black woman in America. I really am interested to see how other people take it in. I do know that from some of the reviews I've seen, a lot of people have been upset in it being marketed as a thriller, because even I would be like, it's not paced as a thriller at all. A thriller is going to have you on your seat the whole way down. Great example, Ace of Spades. This is a thriller. It had me on the edge of my seat the whole time I was reading it. My heart was racing. I felt thrilled the entire time I was reading this. It would move very quickly in some scenes and then like slow down very fast. Like the pacing of this very much was like a thriller. It would make your heart beat really fast and then like slow down and then make your heart beat fast again and then like would be very quickly paced and then slow down its pacing and then it'd be rushed at the end. Like that to me is a thriller. The Other Black Girl to me was paced like a mystery, but kind of had like the atmosphere of a thriller. And so I do know like a lot of people have been upset in it being like marketed as a thriller because they were expecting a thriller, and then they read the pacing. It was just like, this isn't what I thought I was getting, which I completely understand. But I don't want it to take away from the greatness of the book because, like I said, it honestly might be the blackest thing I have ever read in my life. And the representation that it has, and it's definitely having a beautiful discussion within the book and a much necessary discussion happening within the book. But like I said, really for me, the most impactful part, the reason I gave it a 5 stars, the thing that drove it over being just like a 4-star or 4.5, the thing that drove it over to being a 5-star is the representation it had in like black womanhood. And I feel like that's not being given the roses that it should be. I would say The Other Black Girl definitely deserves more hype than it is getting. Although I do also have to say, honorable mention, Darius the Great is not okay, and Darius the Great deserves better. Absolutely, those two are my babies. I love Darius with my whole heart, soul, and being. Read that book. Oh my god, it just is such a nice, wholesome read filled with like, not always joy, but like discussions that need to be that are had in a much softer and lighter way than some of the other books that I read. And like I said, just Darius as a character really had my heart, and just the way he takes in the world and how he lives his life with his depression, and just the representation that it had in living a life with depression and how it isn't always a depressive episode. Like sometimes you're just like going through your day and you have like these thoughts that you have to realize like, oh, that's my depression talking. That's like not reality. And so yeah, I really thoroughly enjoyed that part of Darius the Great is Not Okay. What is a thing that makes you instantly want to buy a book? Good question. I don't know. Okay, so you see like this little blurb here. This is about as far as I get to in synopsis. Synopses? Yeah. That is about as far as I will read in a synopsis. So that usually is what'll get me to buy the book. Because some synopses will legit ruin the book. Like, why did you tell me all that? Like, why did you tell me all that? When you knew good and dang well you weren't even going to get to that part until like 75% of the book. I have been waiting for it because this was in the synopsis, therefore I thought it wasn't a spoiler. And then this thing doesn't even happen until 75% of the way through. You're rude. You're rude and disrespectful, honestly. Ugh. Oh, another thing is like keywords within the book. So like I said, I'll read that like blurb or I'll read like the final paragraph. I do notice that like synopsis often go with like the simple essay format of like the final paragraph basically restates what's above it just in a faster, more succinct way. So sometimes I will read that like final paragraph, and if it says something about like Black womanhood or intersectionality or just like things that I like, like things that I like or feel are a part of my identity, auto buy. I will absolutely auto buy it. I do have like 2-3 auto buy authors, and that of course is Tiffany D. Jackson, Mary H.K. Choi, and Farida Abika Iyemide. The second she publishes something else, I absolutely will be buying that book. She has me by my throat, okay? Usually it's the little blurb at the beginning of the synopsis or the final paragraph stating kind of like trigger words. Is that a right word? But yeah, kind of like keywords for me, like Black womanhood, Blackness, intersectionality, marginalized, dealing with nonsense in the world, like all that stuff. What speed do I listen to my audiobooks? Y'all are funny. No more than 2 times speed. Y'all that go more, I don't even want to know your ways. I don't want to hear it I don't want to hear it that fast. But yeah, I usually start an audiobook off on 1.5 speed. If it doesn't sound good on 1.5 speed, I will not read it on an audiobook. I will just read it physically. I start off at 1.5 because 1 time speed, like the regular speed, narrators talk like this and I don't understand why. Like, what? Anyways, so I immediately start off at 1.5 and then I just increase my way as I go, because at some point 1.5 starts to feel slow, at some point 1.75 starts to feel slow, and then I make it up to 2-point speed. I've only gone above 2-point speed in 2 books, I believe. I don't remember what one of the books was. I just remember that the narrator spoke so slowly that 2-point speed was driving me insane, so I sped it up even more. I do know the second one was Normal People because I wanted that to end so badly, so I cranked that up so fast, and I was just like, just say the words. I don't care. I don't care anymore. So yeah, no more than 2-point speed. Those of you that go more than that, why? Whatever. You do you. I'm happy it makes you happy. I'm happy you're happy. If you could talk to any author, who would it be? Oh my goodness. I literally just named them. Tiffany D. Jackson. Oh my god, I think she's so cool. Mary H.K. Choi. Who did I just name? Oh, Farida Abika Iyemide. Duh. Oh, do I have anyone else? I mean, I would love to talk to Adib Karam, who wrote Darius the Great Is Not Okay and Darius the Great Deserves Better, because, again, I love his character so much that I would like to know the author behind the character. Also, his author notes in both of those books were just so great. Oh my god, Talia Hibbert. I would love to talk with Talia Hibbert. Did you ask for one? Yep, you said any author. Wait. You said any author. So does that mean dead or alive? Because, we got more. Literally my brain, like, fire spat so many different names in my head right now. But, James Baldwin, Maya Angelou, oh my goodness. Octavia Butler, oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm gonna calm myself down. Oh, another author who has not passed on, thank goodness. And they write mainly nonfiction, but that's still an author. So I would say Angela Davis also. Would really love to speak with her. Favorite booktubers. If you can't tell from the fact that she makes it into almost all of my videos, but definitely Mel Reads. Love you, Mel. You're great. Bounty to Bookmark, Jaleesa. Yeah, let's just name all four of them. Any Endings, Christine. Books and More with Christian G, Kristen. Like, they're amazing. They're just so great. Like, those are the four given. Like, those are the four givens. Obviously, I really love those four amazing and beautiful women. They're just great. That was given. I feel like I'm always talking about them, so I'm trying to do that. I try to do that as quickly as possible. Also, I really like Books with Chloe. Her videos are a vibe. Like, just the atmosphere that they create are just so calming and so great. Speaking of a vibe, Olivia Reads a Latte. She's so much of a vibe that I legit cannot watch one of her vlogs when I'm on my way to bed or when I am just waking up, because I absolutely will fall asleep before she even starts talking. Like, it is just so calming and relaxing and just great. It just lulls me right to sleep. I just fall right on to sleep. Once, Olivia, why'd you do this to me? But literally once, I was watching one of Liv's vlogs right when I woke up, because it's often something I'll do right when I wake up. It's like, watch a weekly vlog or something. And it was just the most peaceful, rain pouring, and I fell right on back to sleep, as though I had no commitments that day and I absolutely needed to go to work. So thanks, Liv. I was running late that day because of your peaceful video. And then I had to rewatch the video because, again, I fell asleep before she even got on camera. Like, I was knocked out. Joel from Fictional Fates, also a really great booktuber. Love his videos. I don't know why I'm looking at my bookshelf like there's booktubers over here. There's not. Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin. Love him. What's your favorite lipstick brand? My favorite? I'm currently wearing NYX. I do like a lot of their products. They're like lingerie line. This one is double XL, and I think the other one I really like is the XL or something like that. But yeah, these are matte lips. Like, see, nothing came off. So I do really like NYX. I also have just gotten into like Lime Crime's lip products because, yeah, I think they were having a sale, and they have these they're like more colorful when it comes to like their matte lip products. In one of my videos when I had my black lip, that is from Lime Crime. Loved them. Love a black lip. Fenty Beauty's lip products, all of them. Honestly, Fenty Beauty's products, love them. Fenty Beauty for when I want like a gloss, or Milani has like their lip plumpers with aloe in it. I have every color in that because I love it. I either like matte or like mega glossy. So yeah, those are definitely great for me. Anybody? ColourPop also has a really good like lip plumping gloss line that I really like. I'm all about like that very glossy, like you can basically see your reflection in my lips type of gloss. So anytime I can find one of them, I'm absolutely gonna go for it. I think that's all though. If you can create the perfect book for you, what would it need to have? Happy 100 subs. Thank you so much. The perfect book for me. Oh my goodness, this is exciting. I can create it. Okay, I can create this world. For me, I think the perfect book for me would be A book with the main character very similar to myself. You know, representation matters. Like I said, like a book with a main character that is very similar to me. Also, if she could go through, like, if the moral of the story was a moral that I really need to learn. So, for example, if the character is very similar to me, then there will be times where she'll feel insecure in different aspects of her life. For example, if I'm doing really well with like relationships, then I often feel kind of insecure in my career. Or if I'm feeling very stable in my career, I'll feel insecure in like friendships or family relationships or like romantic relationships. So if I could get a book that had a character similar to myself, going through these like hurdles that I often find myself going through and ending up on the other side in a brighter place, I would really like to see the moral of the story. And honestly, I don't know what the moral of the story for my life is. If there's like this hidden truth, this like great reflection that is in my future, like if that book could have that piece of part of it, if that makes sense. So like if the moral of the story is some great truth that I need to learn, and the main character is reminiscent of myself, I think that would be the coolest book. My mind literally was just like, you like go on this great adventure, find this amazing book, you find like this like book in a tomb that is like surrounded by sunlight and sunshine or whatever, and like the angels sing when you see it, and then you open up and it just like makes the story that you need in life, right? And so that was not the question. So ultimately, if that book did exist, and if I could create the perfect book for me, it would consist of a main character similar to myself that goes through a journey and goes through a realization that I ultimately really need to discover and go through myself, because then I can see her going through it and get the moral of the story from her perspective, which is basically my perspective, and relate it to my life and also learn that lesson myself. Did that make sense at all? I hope it did, because in my mind, this is literally like the coolest story. Like basically in my mind, you just handed me a blank book that was like magic, and then when I read it, I got like the meaning of life basically, or like a huge moral of the story that I need to learn myself. And then like if I were to pass it on to a friend, it'd be a whole nother story, and it'd be the story that they need to hear. Yeah. Honestly, I'd be a great fantasy writer if I could stay focused. That was a really cool question. What is the most sentimental thing on your shelf? I would say 2 sentimental things on my shelf are my Moira and David Pom Funkos. I love Schitt's Creek with my whole heart, soul, and being. It's the greatest show ever, honestly. The show is hilarious. But my 2 favorite characters, well, my 3 favorite characters are David, Moira, and Stevie. Stevie does not have her own one of these, but if she did, best believe I would grab it. This show is just so great and so amazing. They also have Crow Moira and Phil David, and best believe not only do I want them, but I'm gonna get them, because yes, literally my 2 favorite parts of them. This show, literally hilarious. So I forgot to mention the greatest part of these 2 Pop Funkos, but my sister is the one that recommended this show to me. And honestly, the promos for this show, the like little snippet that Netflix shows you before you press the show, do not do this show justice, because it is so funny, and I have yet to see a single promo that demonstrates just how funny this show is. So not only is Schitt's Creek something I share with my sister, but it's also something I share with my friend Ashley, and yeah, it's just another reminder of like, it's just, it's great when you have things in common with people. And again, I just love David and Moira with my whole heart. What song would be on the soundtrack of my life? I think Black Parade by Beyonce also would be a very good example of a song that's on my soundtrack, because just listen to the song. Tell me that it's not screaming everything I'm always, like, ranting at you guys about, of, like, basically just, like, the crap that, like, Black people in America have to go through, the, like, systemic racism, violence and everything that Black people have to go through, and yet we're still gonna have a parade, we're still gonna have Black joy, and still celebrate the greatness within ourselves. Which book character I think I would be good friends with? Oh my, I love this question. This time I'm really gonna narrow it down to just one. Okay? Just one. In the running are Darius, Chiamaka, Bree from Legendborn is definitely in the running. Ooh, Danny Brown is in the running. Oh my god, Jasmine from Roommate Risk is definitely in the running. Oh my goodness. But ultimately, I think I would be ultimately, I think I would be... You would be a good friend. I think I would be the best friend to Chiamaka from Ace of Spades. Because I've mentioned how I saw myself a lot in this character. But also, yeah, we just have a lot of the same, what is it called? Focuses in life. Like, the way she was so career driven and so determined very much spoke to myself, and I feel like that would be a good friend for me to have. And not that I don't have those friends already, but like, those tend to be the better relationships that I have with people who are as focused in their careers and in what their future goals are as me. Oh, congrats on making 100 subs. Thank you. What are some of your favorite TV shows? Avatar: The Last Airbender. That show, that and SpongeBob high-key raised me. But Avatar: The Last Airbender, I will still watch today. Love that show. Pose. I love that show. So Pose is on FX, but you'll be able to find most of the seasons, and soon enough you'll find the first season on Netflix, or the final season on Netflix. So Pose is definitely one. Elite. Love Elite. Big Mouth. Oh, I love Big Mouth. It's Okay Not to Be Okay, again on Netflix. That is my absolute favorite K-drama. Also, my absolute favorite K-drama is 8 to 1 Class, again on Netflix. Love those shows with my whole heart. I'm currently I have been watching this show for quite a while. I just keep taking breaks because I don't want it to be over, and I'm scared of how it's going to end. But Flower of Evil, love that show. This Is Us, I know that they're about to go on their final season. I'm upset about it. Let's not talk about that anymore. I also really like Titans on HBO Max. I love Marvel. I love DC Comics. I love it so much. I love that whole superhero world. So, yeah, Titans. I'm also watching that right now. I also took a break from that at the moment because we don't have to talk about what happened. Okay, we don't. What's my favorite color? My favorite color is orange. Fun fact, I have Pooh Bear here. He is from my nursery from when I was a baby. When I was little and didn't quite understand colors yet, people would ask me what my favorite color is, and I would say orange because I thought Pooh Bear was orange. And if you're looking at Pooh right now, you're probably like, he's yellow. And you wouldn't be wrong. So I definitely got orange and yellow mixed up as a child, and I have stuck with it as an adult. I mean, I definitely went through that phase of like changing my favorite color every time somebody asked me, but orange is definitely my favorite color. I've even gotten to the point where I'll think of it as sunset being my favorite color because my top 3 are orange, pink, and yellow, and if you like mix those together, it kind of looks like a sunset. So, orange, pink, and yellow are my top 3, but orange is absolutely my favorite color. You guys might have noticed that in the comments, I often comment, or end my comments with a orange heart or a couple orange hearts. It's because it's my favorite one of the hearts. It is my favorite color. Do you like to listen to music while I read? Oh, yes, sometimes. It absolutely cannot have lyrics. I will get distracted. If it has lyrics, it needs to be a song that I have heard millions of times. Like something I've heard from like childhood that is not a bop, because I absolutely will stop what I'm doing to listen to the music. But yes, I do like listening to music, but only if I'm having a hard time focusing, because it's a way to like get my brain to be like, okay, it's reading time now. Because sometimes is just so much stimulus happening around me that it's hard for me to focus on the book even when I want to. So sometimes music helps me do that. What do you like more, audiobooks, ebooks, or physical? If physical, paperback, or hardback. I definitely like physical books more. Like, it's just something about having the book in my hand that just feels so special and great. Also, it's like you can see your progress. I usually like flip through the pages. I don't have a preference for paperback or hardcover. It's definitely a feelings thing for me. If I'm in the bookstore and I'm looking at it and they have both hardcover and paperback, it's just how I feel. So, see right here, Star Site. If it's floppy, I absolutely want it. Oh, for example, I don't even think there was a paperback copy of Legendborn when I went to go see it. But this book was just so sleek as a hardcover. What are my thoughts on Deckle edges? I actually really love them. I don't understand people that don't. I've heard the complaint that they're hard to like flip through. I don't understand that complaint, but I love Deckle edges. They're cute. They're a cute time. And also, they're a vibe. Like, just go with the moment. It's great. Describe my perfect home library and bookshelf. How did you know that this is something I think about every single day? Okay, so in my perfect home library, my shelves are very similar to Naya Reads and Smiles. Her bookshelves are stunning. In my dream home library, I have shelves very similar to that, with like the gold accents, like the gold and black together. Chef's kiss. Also, the books are just lining the walls. We're gonna start off with one wall, and if we have to go to 2 or 3, we're gonna go to 2 or 3. But in one of the corners is my reading corner with like a very cozy chair, a footrest that opens up and has like a ton of blankets in it, pillows all around me. Pooh Bear will probably be in the home library for when I'm reading, because I do actually like to lay on him when I'm reading if I'm laying down. What else? Or even a bigger like even a bigger bear than Pooh, because although there was a day when he was bigger than me, I am now bigger than him. So if I had like a giant bear, that'd be great too. Oh my goodness. And like greenery everywhere. If you can't tell from behind me, I really like green and like plants, although clearly these vines are fake. There's just not enough sunlight in my room to house any plants, so all my plants are out there, which I do know that you did ask if I own any plants. I do. They're in the living room, and I do give them names. How did you know? There are multiple plants outside, but I had 3 of my own. 2 of them have since died. In my defense, I had them for like years, and it got to those years where those plants were like, I actually want to die. So, one of them was an aloe plant that I named Aloe. It's just a feeling that I get. Its name was Aloe. There was another plant that used to scare my mom because it was kind of spiky or whatever. It was a succulent, but it was kind of spiky, and I named that one the devil plant because, honestly, I think my mom named that plant the devil plant, but that was his name. And then my plant that I still have, and is going strong and hard, and is actually the same type of plant, as one that my mom has, and she's had that plant since I was a baby. So it looks like me and Ferdinand will be rocking for the rest of my life. But yeah, his name is Ferdinand. He's just like, I forgot what his species of plant is called, but he just has like floppy leaves, and he's growing all the time. He just grows. All right, that is all for this video. Thank you to everyone who submitted questions for this video. I had so much fun answering them. yeah, you guys are just the greatest. I appreciate the support so much. If you would like to participate more in community videos such as this, go ahead and make sure to follow me on Instagram. This is where I would post things such as this. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed my face, my voice, my extraness, go ahead and press that like button down below and press the subscribe button and the bell notification if you would like to be notified when I upload. If you would like to stay connected with me as I would like to stay connected with you, you can find the links to all my socials down below as well. And if you would like to support this channel further, I will have my Ko-fi and my Amazon wishlist listed below as well. I believe that is everything, although I am probably forgetting something because I always forget something. But bye guys!